joining us from the creative team, executive producer Vaughn Wilmot. And executive producer Michael Horowitz. He's one of Michael's new cellmates as Whip Augustus Prue. He's also among the newbies as Jacob Ness, Mark Feuerstein. She'll be helping Lincoln navigate Yemen as Sheba Inbar Lobby. He used to be one of the bad guys, now his allegiances are a little unclear as Paul Kellerman, Paul Adelstein. He's back as C-Note, Rockman Dunbar. Delightfully creepy as he was in the original Robert Necker. It's up to Lincoln Burrows to save Michael this time around, Dominic Purcell. He's got a knack for coming back to life. You knew him as Michael Schofield, Wentworth Miller. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning here of the revival. This was born a little bit out of you two reuniting on The Flash. Talk about what those first conversations were like when you were like...
Immediately into these 9 episodes of Prison Break, and I just decided to trust that Michael Schofield was still in me somewhere, and he was.
Same thing for you, Robert. What is it like slipping back into T-Bag? Very interesting role you've played for a long time.
Sexiest character on TV.
Yeah. I think all of us felt like we wanted to create versus recreate, and so that stopped us from trying to go back and do what we did before. And like Wentworth says, it felt like you know, it was just time to do it and to stay in the present. And it's a real trip, by the way, to be here because we were here what, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and we are. There's a lot of newbies here, which is terrific. But the oldsters are like, it's a crazy feeling to be up here, right? Because it's so different than it was before. I remember years ago, I wasn't probably the only one. I was like, remember what I did with the tongue? You know what I did with the language? I don't have to talk about what I did. It's there now, and it's just like putting on that old glove again, or old hand.
Rockman, what was your reaction when you heard that there would be a revival, especially since this version of C-Note is very different from what we knew before?
Oh, when are they shooting? Paul Schering is involved, Wentworth is involved, Dominic is involved. I'm fucking there. You know, they want the black guy to come back. I'll bring the black guy back. Black guy black.
Paul, your
role was another audience, the Netflix generation, and that it was still very viable. Before we knew it, we said, yeah, let's do this. And we approached Fox and Dawn Lucy loved the idea, and before we knew it, they were interested. And what we needed was the Paul do at the end there. Paul Schering, and we needed the genius to come up with one of his riddles, and he did so beautifully.
But I saw a couple of cockroaches, but it's totally fine. So, but yeah, it's totally beautiful. I was glad that you filmed there. So, sorry, I'm nervous. So, actually, we're going to be seeing Dominic and Wentworth in Paris. I know that you can't really, you don't really have much say over the schedule, but please don't cancel. So, kind of, this is for like the people I've worked with Prison Break before. What, when you look back, do you really remember from the originals as being like really great moments, or maybe a difficult one, and you're like, this is just not going to work, and then it's like came together? Like, what do you really like, I don't know, feel proud of when you look back on like the original series?
I don't know if I feel proud of this moment, but I will not forget. Third season, Sona Prison, Wade Williams, Tidy Whities. That was a moment. And he's missed. I actually lobbied to bring Wade and a couple characters back, maybe in a dream sequence. Still holding out hope that that's possible, maybe down the road.
Did Wade get killed?
I believe so. Bellick, yes, Bellick.
Yeah.
Bellick died, yes. Rest in peace.
He's awesome, man.
Rest in peace.
He was a wonderful actor. He is a wonderful actor.
Terrible prison guard, though.
Hateful.
When you talk about one of the most memorable moments, this was sort of before the show when I went into the room and auditioned and was not told that I had. But I actually got in the car after the audition feeling like, oh yeah, that's mine. The script was amazing. I killed it. I knew I killed it. I got in my car, called my agent, and was like, I killed it. And he was like, no, you didn't get it. Actually, they gave it to someone else. And in my head, I was so upset, but I knew it wasn't true. And I said to myself with tenacity, they're gonna hire that guy, he's gonna fuck up, and call me back to do the role. Watch. And that's exactly what I said. Cut to 3 days later. They called me back and said, Rock, could you come and do this role? Now, it's amazing to me how tenacious the human spirit can be, even when you know something is yours. And I love that, and I love that you said your age. Keep it, go with it, stay hungry. I believe in you. And there's not that many people around that can give you the energy that you need to make healthy choices and be healthy within your mind to continue. So I'm saying, continue.
I will.
We need more people like you.
Thank you.
And so that was one of the most memorable moments for me.
Can I get a little addendum to that, which is, I have worked with the other actor that had gotten the job, like much the way with all of you, that you work with somebody that does a really great job, you want to hire them again. And so we actually hired the role wholesale. If you watch the pilot again, you watch it, and there's a middleman, a guy who works the angles in the pilot, right? And he knows the way of the working of the prison, right? And so there's this whole sequence where he's supposed to tell Michael, who's a newbie to the prison, okay, these are the bad guys, these are these guys, these are these guys, these are these guys, and it's this 3-page chunk of dialogue, which is a lot for him. And on the day, he started going, and I'm like, but this is critical exposition. I mean, this tells you what the whole prison is. And he couldn't do it. I mean, he couldn't do it. And so I called Maui, who played Sucre, and I'd already realized at that point that Sucre is a guy you want to give little bits of dialogue to. Because English is funny. It's like kind of a part of it. And I called him and I said, hey, can I give you Wholesale's 3-page dialogue scene? And he's like, oh, Pappy. But if you watch now, if you go back and watch the pilot, and you watch Sucre just summarily knocking off point after point after point after point after point, setting up Michael, why do you want bro so bad anyhow? He's my brother. Right. And all that dialogue was for somebody else. Right. And then the next day, we called up Rock and we said, you want a job?
Hey, dude, who killed it in the audition? He made a mistake. But there's one thing about Morocco, And I have to say this, and I was complaining, my wife, she's in the audience, and we just had our second child, and they were saying, you're gonna go to Morocco. And I'm like, why are we going to Morocco? Can't we just go shoot this in Vegas? Right? And I was kind of complaining the whole way. We land in Paris. The flight took off from Paris and was going to Africa and crashed. And we're like, wait a minute, a flight just
We weren't
took
on
off
that
from
flight.
Paris.
That was the
We weren't
flight.
on that flight. And it was super scary, the whole situation. But when we got there, it was like God said, you're welcome. I had to walk over to Paul and I was like, man, you know what? I'm so sorry. I was complaining the whole entire time about Morocco. And the best background actors I've ever worked with in my entire life. Some of the best food I have ever put into my mouth. Some of the people that worked on this show, this is a worldly show. I don't know if you know. But the actors that came in from different parts of the world are lifelong friends now. This is a show that is not only written well, but we have met and communed with some really, really great people that we'll have as friends for a lifetime. So this is an amazing show, and I just hope everyone enjoys it and understands that, you know, we as a world made this show. This is not a Hollywood production. Anyway, Morocco.